Hello, lads and gals. Welcome to another episode of Skeet Scores. Today we will be taking into consideration the words of a man that we once thought was wise when we were in high school and has left me very disappointed in this moment. I present to you Bill Nye, the atheist guy.
Denial of evolution is unique to the United States.
That is both wrong and racist.
I mean, we are the world's most advanced
And yet we still can't explain pyramids.
technological. So, I mean, you could say Japan, but generally the United States is where most of the innovation still happens.
We're just going to cut out Japan because we're still being racist.
People still move to the United States.
People still move to virtually anywhere in the world. There's pretty much nowhere in the entire planet where some people don't move at some point.
And that's largely because of the intellectual capital we have, the general understanding of science.
I'm beginning to wonder if Bill has ever actually met anyone who has moved to America, because that is not at all why they move here.
When you have a portion of the population that doesn't believe in that, it holds everybody back.
Actually, that portion of the population does believe in a general understanding of science. They just don't believe in the one specific piece that is called evolution, because it's wrong.
Really. Evolution is the fundamental idea in all of life science, in all of biology.
No, it is not. You have never observed evolution, nor is it relevant to any other aspect of science. It doesn't matter.
It's very much analogous to trying to do geology without believing in tectonic plates.
No, actually, it's nothing like that at all. We can still believe in other scientific things without having to believe in evolution.
You're just not going to get the right answer. Your whole world is just going to be a mystery.
Actually, Bill, it's kind of the solution to the mystery. This is why I believe in creationism.
Instead of an exciting place.
Oh, it's not exciting enough now. When did the god of evolution help Daniel survive the lion's den?
As my old professor Carl Sagan said, when you're in love, you want to tell the world. So once in a while, I get people that claim they don't believe in evolution.
Yes, Bill, because some people have an opinion and want to have a purpose in this world.
And my response generally is, why not?
Because we have an opinion and want to have a purpose in this world.
Really, why not? Your world just becomes fantastically complicated when you don't believe in evolution.
Yeah, well, you can't explain human consciousness, and you think everything came from nothing. I think mine is much less complicated, actually.
You hear these ancient dinosaur bones or fossils?
Well, actually, they found living tissue inside dinosaur bones recently, which proves they're not as ancient as we thought.
Here is radioactivity.
Right, I forgot an omnipotent being can't account for radioactivity.
Here are distant stars that are just like our star, but that are at a different point in their life cycle. The idea of deep time, of billions of years. Yes,
and it is just that, an idea.
Explains so much of the world around us. If you try to ignore that, your worldview just becomes crazy.
Yeah, well, when I watched you and Ken Ham debate, you couldn't explain the unique sense of human consciousness, so...
It's just untenable, self-inconsistent.
This entire video has been inconsistent with everything I've seen in this universe.
And I say to the grown-ups, if you want to deny evolution and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe, that's fine. But don't make your kids do it.
Once again, remember everyone, kids only do what their parents tell them.
Because we need them. We need scientifically literate voters and taxpayers.
I guess I can't be scientifically literate or a taxpayer because I believe there is a deity that created all things, including science.
For the future, we need people that can, we need engineers.
We also can't be engineers.
That can build stuff, solve problems. It's just really hard thing.
Trying to take you seriously after this is what's been a really hard thing.
It's really a hard thing. You know, in another couple centuries, though, that worldview, I'm sure, it just won't exist.
Voltaire said the same thing, and his house became a printing press for Bibles.
I mean, there's no evidence for it. So.
Actually, there's lots of evidence for it, but you wouldn't know because you're too busy being caught up in evolution, and you don't like science because of it, and refuse to believe that anyone who believes in a deity could be an engineer or a scientist. Well, that was terribly cringeworthy. I remember watching that several years ago. It was a pain, and that hasn't changed. Anyhow, I suppose I ought to close up this episode now. We have 56 incredibly ignorant points for good old Bill Nye. Hit us up on our Tumble and our Twatter if you're interested, and have a great day.